have Steph Curry, who just played last night, so you got to consider the back-to-back. Got a little bit banged up, obviously, hurt the tailbone, stayed in the game, still went for 55, 56 fantasy points. It was a very good day, but again, all things considered, lingering effects of the injury, if there is one, and of course, just the fact that he played last night. Do you want to chase him again, or are you ultimately going to roll elsewhere?
He's a little expensive here. I mean, you look at the last two back-to-backs that he's played, and obviously it's not, it's apples to oranges because they're different teams, but 40 and 45 DK fantasy points. The only concern really with injuries with the Golden State Warriors is when, a guy has like a thigh bruise and they're just like, well, you're not going to play for 5 games. It's a lost season without Clay. So I think that, as long as he plays, I think that he'll be fine. I mean, he's been there. This is a pace-up game here. The Warriors have a fast pace. The Toronto Raptors are in the top half of the league in pace. They don't have a good defense. But at point guard, I don't know if he's the most exciting guy here, despite the fact that he just takes all the shots of this team. I'm actually looking at 2 other guys here. We'll talk about Nickeil Alexander-Walker, of course, if everyone remains out for the Pelicans. $6,200 is just, it's impossible to pass him up. But Donovan Mitchell is a sneaky guy at $8,800 if he plays, because I think that this is a very good matchup here against a bad Bulls defense, against Zach LaVine. It's another pace-up game, and he's a guy that has gone for 50 fantasy points just 2 games ago in, 28 minutes? So, it's been incredibly efficient for him, and the Jazz have missed him on offense. So I actually think that he's a really sneaky play here if you don't – but I don't blame you if you want to go to Curry.
So, Ryan, if you want to obviously pay down what Ducey outlined, that's an option. But you also have guys like Luka and Dame, Trae Young on this slate. If you want to stay upper echelon price-wise, you going to pick Steph or roll elsewhere?
I'm kind of with Kenny. I'm okay if you want to roll with Steph, but there are other pay-up options that I would prefer.